this morning. It took the FDMI 6 hours to bring a fire under control in Chinatown in the neighborhood of Manhattan.
Yeah, the blaze went to 5 alarms at one point, got so intense that a mayday call was issued. Firefighters had to leave the structure to attack the fire solely from the outside. PIX11's Katie Corrado live in Chatham Square. Good morning to you, Katie.
Good morning, Kirsten. So this fire happened in the heart of Chinatown, as you mentioned, right here in Chatham Square. This was a dim sum restaurant on the bottom with apartments on the top. It is a 4-story building. You take a look and you see that firefighters are still on the scene. They will be here for quite a while because they're going to be looking for hot spots, making sure that nothing reignites. Again, this was such a long fire to fight. It only was under control at 6 o'clock this morning, and it started at 11:45 last night. Fire officials tell us this broke out on the first floor. It eventually spread to a 5-alarm fire. Firefighters tried to attack the flames from inside the building, but eventually there was that mayday call. They had to back out and attack from the outside. Thankfully, no one inside the building was injured. 5 firefighters were taken to area hospitals for minor injuries. The assistant fire chief who we talked to said that they had to use multiple tower ladders to control the fire and prevent it from spreading to the adjoining buildings. Online records show that this building was built back in 1913, and the age definitely posed a significant challenge to firefighters.
There was a tremendous volume of fire. It was in a lot of these buildings, a lot of these older buildings, there's a lot of concealed spaces that fire can travel, and it can really, as much water and fire, volume that we bring to the scene, it can be very, very difficult to open up and to extinguish.
Now, the FDMI is also working with the Office of Emergency Management and the Department of Buildings, which will determine if this structure is still sound. So a lot of hands here working to see what can be salvaged from this building. The Red Cross also here helping out those who are displaced. Reporting live in Chinatown, I'm Katie Corrado, PIX11 News.
All right, Katie, thank you. Also new this morning, a man is dead after being stabbed following an argument inside the Dave & Buster's on Times Square. Police say 2 men got into an argument at the prize ticket counter shortly before 11 p.m. At some point, one of the 2 men pulls out an object and stabs the victim in the chest, then flees the scene on foot. Now, within minutes, paramedics arrive and take the wounded 39-year-old man to St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital, where he died a short time later. Now, relying on a description of the suspect given to them by Dave & Buster employees, the man was located by officers patrolling Times Square. He was arrested. Charges against him are still pending.
I've also new this morning, a Chinese food delivery worker has died after being shot while driving to an address in Queens. Police say this happened around 9:30 last night as the victim was near the intersection of 108th Street, 67th Drive in Forest Hills. He was struck by a bullet to the chest. The victim's scooter lying in the pavement, a black baseball cap nearby. When first responders arrived, the 45-year-old man was unconscious and unresponsive. He was taken to Elmhurst Hospital, but could not be saved. Police are not saying whether the victim was the intended victim of the shooter. Police have made no arrests and have not provided any suspect information.